Hey guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I believe needs to be more discussed in today's society, and that topic is going to be inspiration. Being inspired is not the easiest thing to do, but when you are inspired, it's one of the greatest things ever. I wrote down a list of a couple different people and a couple different sources that have gotten me inspired to do this and do what I love to do. Because regardless of how many people do or don't watch my videos, I still love doing this. You know, like this. I'm really happy filming, and I'm really happy talking about certain things and being able to open up on this sort of platform. So let's get started with some of my inspirations. There's a YouTuber out there. His name is Boogie2988. He is obese. He's big, and he's a gamer. He does skits. He acts and stuff like that. So he has an alternative personality. His alter ego, his name's Francis. He was, I think, at his pinnacle weight, he was 600 pounds, and he had to take, I think he said, like 15 pills a day. His back was shot, his knees were shot, he couldn't walk, he couldn't sit comfortably. He was just so heavy, you know, like his joints couldn't take it. And he decided that he didn't want to be big anymore. And he started to lose a lot of weight, and shortly after, I think it was like 3 months after, his wife divorced him. And I don't know why. I don't think it's because he was trying to lose weight or anything, but his wife divorced him. And at that point, it could have been very easy for him to say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just going to continue to eat, you know. But he didn't. He still continued to lose weight, and the weight's just dropping off of him like crazy. I think he's lost over 100 pounds. I don't know. I think he's lost over 100 pounds. Don't quote me on that. In one of his videos, he discusses an excuse that I think kind of hits home with me, because I've been big just about all my life, and one of the excuses he says is it's a choice. And then he said, if it's a choice and you had the option between a perfect body and the option between the body that he has, and he took off his shirt and he panned out to his whole body, and he said if it's a choice, why would you choose the obese body? Why would you choose the big body? And he said, if you're going to choose for the perfect body, it's something you're going to have to work at. So I think Boogie2988 is a very inspiring person when it comes to not only weight loss, but persevering through hard times. Another form of inspiration that I have is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Right now, he's just filming movies left and right. He's killing it right now. Good for him. You know, honestly, he's doing everything that he can, and he's just killing it. He's doing his thing. And one of his quotes, he says, is before or when he wrestled for the WWE, and before he had a big event or anything like that, he said, remember the hard times. And when you remember the hard times, that's when you perform your best, and that's when you do your best, because you get inspired by the hard times that you had back when you were either younger or not as smart, or you weren't the best person that you can be. But if you remember the hard times, you think about what you don't want to be, and you think about where you don't want to be in life. And I think such a simple quote like "remember the hard times" has such big meaning to it. It's big words, you know, like they carry so much weight. Will Smith starred in a movie called The Pursuit of Happiness. It didn't really get as much recognition as I think it should have, but it's by far my favorite Will Smith movie. And there's a scene where he's at a basketball court with his son. I think his son's like 6 or something like that. And they're playing basketball, and Will Smith, his character, misses, and his son makes the shot. Just a little layup, you know, right under the basket. He sink like a 50-footer. But he made the shot, and Will had the ball and he's dribbling it. He goes, I don't want you out here every day, all day, because the chances are you're just not going to make it. That's in terms of what he said. He said, you're not going to make it. So then Will's son said, all right, and he grabbed the ball and he threw it against the fence, all upset. And then he tried putting his ball away. And right before he put his ball away, Will looked at him and he grabbed the fence. Don't ever let somebody tell you that you can't do something. And then he goes on and says, people can't do something themselves, so they tell you that you can't do it. And he says, don't let anybody ever tell you can't do something. I feel like once you have a dream and you've perfectly pictured it out in your mind and you know what you have to do to fulfill that dream, it's sad to say it, but I think that the first people to tell you that you can't do it are going to be your closest friends and your family members. It's sad to say it, but those are going to be the first people to tell you that you can't do something. And usually, if you're trying to find followers with your idea or your vision, it's usually distant people that you don't really talk to that much, but they like the idea, but they're not practical. And I feel like people misinterpret being practical with being creative. There's a difference between being irrational and being bold. And I believe that there are a lot of bold people with a lot of bold dreams, a lot of bold visions that get shut down by their family members, by their good friends that they're close with, and their good ideas aren't to become of anything. One more thing I want to touch on. There's a YouTuber out there. He's like the father of YouTube. His name's Casey Neistat. I'm pretty sure you all know of him. He is YouTube. It's just simple as that. He's so inspiring. He's just such a good person, Like he's such a good person. He makes public service announcements about topics that refer to him, problems that he has, and he makes these creative movies, and he actually makes change. And he does a lot of things for his community, for people outside of his community. He's done so many different kinds of charity work, so many different types of movies to benefit other people. I think he's a very selfless person. And he has this video, and the title of it is called Do What You Can. He says, do what you can. And in the very beginning of the video, he says, he quoted, he talked about, my friends, my family, my 7th grade vice principal. And he said, everyone always told him that he couldn't do something. And then he made a clip of him actually doing something that he was told he can't do. And he said, my father told me I couldn't move to New York because I had no money. Then he moved to New York very, very shortly after that. Not because he got the money, just because he did. I guess if I were to have to say something on my behalf to try to inspire you, don't let people tell you what you can and can't do. You are your own person. People can tell you what they want of you to do. That does not mean that you have to do it. If people tell you that you're not going to be able to make it, I feel like that should be your motivation to work so much harder to do what you're doing. I've gotten hate, and I've gotten hurtful comments on some of my videos, and I've been told personally, I just don't think you're gonna make it. You're not big yet. Just give up. It's not practical. It's not smart. It's not a smart move. But if there's something out there that you love that makes you happy, I think you should stop at nothing to get it. Within reason. Don't kill someone. I would take other people's advice to heart, take it with a grain of salt, keep it in mind, but don't let the influence of others affect what you do. Don't let people's actions speak for you. You are your own person. Do what you want to do. If there's something that you want, go get it. So if you guys want to see more of this, let me know. I love the feedback that I get. I really appreciate everything you guys say and do to support me. And if you want, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you next time. See ya.